Today we're going to rank the top 5 fastest time to kill weapons in Battlefield 6 Season 3. Now, some of these might be obvious to you, but others maybe not so much. So stick around to the end because you might be surprised. So first weapon we're going to talk about is the CZ3A1. This is a 4-shot kill submachine gun introduced in Season 2. Time to kill for this weapon is 183 milliseconds. And if you're not familiar with milliseconds, that is less than 0.2 seconds. So yeah, pretty fast, but it gets a lot faster than that actually. So this is obviously one of the top meta weapons in the game right now, and you probably expected it to be on a list like this. But I would say overall, as far as feel goes, definitely one of my favorite SMGs in the game. So up close is obviously its strong suit, absolutely shreds. But the range is really not too bad either. And I've got a build for you guys here. So we have the Violet Laser. I usually put this on just about every gun that I run. I have the 1.0 Mini Flex using the standard suppressor. I like to run a suppressor whenever I can, but I don't always. Sometimes I go flash comp instead. However, this weapon does not have a flash comp. And then I have the light barrel on, as well as the ribbed stubby. You're going to see the ribbed stubby more than once in this video. I've really been enjoying this attachment. It's really growing on me. I don't know if it's one of the best attachments in the game, but I seem to like it compared to a lot of the other things that you could be using. And then this is just regular magazine and ammunition. So if you wanted to sacrifice your grip a little bit, maybe use something like the slim angled, and then you could eventually unlock the 30 round fast mag and use the mag catch at the same time, and you would have a reload speed that I think is somewhere around 1.8 seconds, which would be pretty nuts. The gun has some recoil, yes, but it's not like an insane amount. But yeah, super solid weapon, definitely one of the best in the game. I'd give it a try if you haven't already. Moving on to number 2, we are still in the SMG class. This weapon has a 167 millisecond time to kill. It's the KB9. This weapon was honestly probably better whenever the game first launched. I feel like it's, after every patch, it seems to be just getting worse. I actually hate using this gun, even though it is one of the faster time to kill weapons. It has no range, the accuracy is not perfect, seems to have a lot of bloom, especially in the mid-range, long range. The magazine size is not compatible with the rate of fire, but if you say you put on like the 27 rounder or the 23 rounder, you're burning so many attachment points that it's almost not even worth it at that point. So the build that I found to be like a decent balance between reload speed, magazine size, and just like having a decent weapon in general. I have the Violet Laser once again, standard suppressor. Got the extended barrel because the base muzzle velocity is just absolutely trash. And then I think the folding stubby is probably going to be the best grip that you can put on this gun. I didn't really like or feel like any of the other ones were necessary. And then 17 round fast mag. And then I was trying the hollow points the most. I was having the most success with those. But as far as like being able to kill multiple targets in one magazine, you're just really not going to be able to do that. It seems like after every single fight, you're having to reload. You're probably winning the fights, but you're still having to reload after every fight. Okay, number 3 on the list is a gun that you're probably seeing a lot right now. It's the SG553R. This one has the exact same time to kill as the KB9 did, 167 milliseconds. This is our first 33 damage weapon on the list. It hits like a truck, really fun to use. It's probably the most versatile weapon on this list as far as how good it is at every range. It's probably the best weapon on this list, to be honest. Could be the best weapon in the game, some would argue. So my build that I've been running on it is really not the most optimized that you could probably find. But once again, Violet Laser, and then I'm using the flash comp this time. And then I have the extended barrel. I seem to run the extended barrel on pretty much every weapon, doesn't matter what class it is. And then this is the 6.864 vertical. This gun does have like a fair amount of recoil, so something like this is not terrible, I don't think. You could probably use something that has a little bit less control. Like, I don't know, maybe if you wanted better ADS speed, you could use the folding stubby. Or if you wanted to pull like the mag catch off or something, you could probably use the rib stubby. But yeah, I got the 30 rounders, and then I was kind of messing around with the lightweight ammunition. Probably don't use that. I would just use standard ammunition. But yeah, that's the SG553R. Definitely like an S tier meta weapon in the game right now. Okay, next weapon on the list, still at that 167 millisecond time to kill. This is the TR7, one of the better ARs in the game, 33 damage weapon, great rate of fire. To me, it feels like it's super easy to two-headshot kill people with this gun, especially if you're close. Doesn't have a big magazine size, but you don't really notice it just because of how fast it kills people. If you're playing on like smaller maps, this is probably just about as good of a weapon as you could pick. It is pretty bouncy. You probably won't have great success in the mid to long ranges, but it is usable at medium range, don't get me wrong. But anyways, following the same trend, we got the violet laser, just the old standard suppressor on, extended barrel, rib stubby on this weapon. I really liked using the rib stubby on this gun. 20 round fast mag, reload time of 2.1 seconds, that's pretty good. Standard ammunition, and then that's pretty much it for this build. Yeah, I don't feel like I see a lot of people in the community using the TR7. I think most of that reason is probably the recoil, if I was to guess. But if you can mod it outright, it's really not too bad at all. I would definitely recommend giving it a try, especially on close range maps. You'll probably love it. Okay, last but not least, we have the SCW-10. This has the fastest time to kill in the whole game, 150 milliseconds. So I don't know who thought it was a good idea to give a submachine gun a rate of fire of 800 and at the same time give it a damage of 33. That was probably not a good decision. It has went through its fair share of recoil nerfs, if that's what you want to call it. They made the recoil worse, but I don't even run a grip on this gun. Whenever I'm talking about they made the recoil worse, what I really mean is like the bullet spread at mid-range kind of gets wild. It gets pretty far away from your crosshairs, to be honest. But still a top tier weapon in my opinion. But yeah, we're rocking the light and suppressor on this one. This is the first gun that didn't have the violet laser, I think. Just have the basic barrel on. No underbarrel, doesn't need it. I like to run the 25 round mag, even though it is 45 points. If you wanted to use a grip, you could probably get away with running the 20 rounders. But the reload speed is pretty slow for an SMG. It's 2.6 seconds by default. And then I just got standard ammunition. So the way I run the gun, you really don't have a lot for anything other than the suppressor and then the extended magazine. But I really enjoy it like this. Yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you thought you should have seen some weapons that weren't on this list. There might have been a couple picks that surprised you. But yeah, like and subscribe helps the channel out a lot. And I will see you in the next video.